toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air, Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. The kick by Bass is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there. And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Metcalf motions left. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Seahawks at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Goff. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Goff. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Goff. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Diggs going in motion right.
Middle. Stop.
Allen now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, it's Walker. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
23 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now it's gone. This one into the hands of Metcalf. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st down, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Goff. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Now Goff on 1st down. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Bills.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run with Patterson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The kickball pass is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, here's Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
And this throw will be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Goff now looking to throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Goff.
Throw out wide to Walker.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Throwing again is Goff. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 3rd and 6.
On play action, Allen uncorks one for Davis, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Out of the gun, Goff. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bills, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.